Met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. Tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't wanna let
포지로 이렇게 찍어서 드실 때 사용하시면 됩니다.
한잔 필요했어.
이게 살짝 안 맞아요. 문어. 이런 거.
네. 아, 예. 감사합니다. 이건 뭐예요?
이거 보빈이라고 해서 실패예요.
있어야 되나?